people around you getting you down? Like maybe you're not really feeling supported. You're trying to like raise your vibration, lift your frequency, be in a high vibe, you're wanting to self-improvement, be better yourself, be who you really want to be, but you are finding like the people around you are just not supportive, or maybe they're super negative. Maybe you're feeling like you can't just be you anymore, like this. Maybe you've become like a slightly new person, like you've realized you've come to your true self, and so you're actually really wanting to find, how do I deal with these people around me? Sometimes we can't get away from the people in our lives that are really actually the ones can be affecting us the most. And so in this video, I really just want to go over some tips of what you can do to help feel better, know that you're not alone, and just maybe put a little bit of grounding back into your step, and just make you feel like everything's gonna be okay, and to help you keep your vibe high, your frequency high, and to keep doing the amazing work that I know you're doing. So thank you for watching. My name is Lisa, and this is Heal with Lisa Cerise. I've been doing a transformation, this is day 14. So today I'm tying on from day 13 yesterday, which is all about how to raise your frequency and raise your vibration, a couple of simple tips. And so today I will now be talking about what to do when you are around people that, like, once you've raised your frequency and vibration, you'll then start to notice that people maybe feel a little bit uncomfortable with you doing the work on yourself, that they aren't really wanting to do the work on themselves, so they want to bring you back down to their level. And all the positive, amazing work that you're doing, then you hang out with certain people, you feel like it's almost everything you're doing is being undone. I understand how that feels, so I really wanted to go just a quick couple of tips of like when you know that this is coming on, what to do. And also I'm going to do like a little grounding meditation towards the end, so stay around for that, where we'll just go on how to like ground yourself and protect yourself in those times that you may be feeling like your frequency is lowering. So stay tuned, and thank you for watching so far. Like and subscribe if you haven't already, and so I'll get into it. So the first point is awareness is power. So can you be aware of when you are starting to feel like your energy, frequency, or vibration is starting to lower? That can be like you're feeling really good, you've like been doing your morning routine, affirmations, meditation, or whatever you're doing to make yourself like listen to some really good music, and you're on a really good vibe, and you're like, yay. And then someone, you might hang around with, it could be colleagues, whoever it is, doesn't really matter, there's no judgment. You're just starting to feel like, oh, I'm not feeling so great. Sometimes when we're in like a really high vibration, or we're feeling really good, some people don't quite like that, because they wonder, why are you feeling so good? And they might also see you doing the work, and that triggers something in them because they haven't done the work. And some people don't want to do the work, and that's okay. We're all at different stages on different journeys. We're not here to judge anyone. We're just, just more awareness of who is around you and what sort of vibration they are carrying at the time. So if you're noticing that they're kind of pulling you down a little bit, that's when you can start that's when you can start shifting and being like, okay, do I need to just pull back my power, pull back my energy, and not get so involved in this. I understand if you can't actually physically remove yourself from the situation, then you might want to like pull your energy back into your body and do some more tips on which I'll mention on how you can kind of put that space in between you and them. So then the second tip is to protect your energy. If you're feeling like you're getting affected by the people around you, and if you can't quite removing yourself is the best. If you're getting into like a conversation with people and it's starting to get a little bit negative, and you notice you're going into like critical thinking and judgmental thoughts, and might even be like people are talking about the current events and stuff like that, and then we start going on like rabbit holes of conspiracy theories and like all these things, and then you're now down this like negative loop. That's really good for you to like basically pull back your energy and don't get involved with that, because you're now then sharing your energy into the space of a possible negative situation. And so your positive energy is almost you're kind of giving that away, which you can easily just take it back. It's just more like you being aware and being like, okay, I don't need to be involved in this. I don't need to say my piece. I can just be like, oh, interesting, and just not get involved. And so that's a really good way for you to then, shift the conversation, change your energy, pull it back into your body. You can imagine yourself just pulling all your high vibe back into you, and then getting back on with your with the next step in raising your frequency or vibration again. Tip number 3 is a really good way when you're feeling a little bit like affected by everything and everyone else around you. You can start anchoring yourself and grounding yourself. So grounding, there's lots of ways to ground yourself. Getting out in nature is a really good way of grounding yourself. There's a grounding meditation which I will do at the end of this video, which you can listen to as well. But yeah, grounding yourself is really connecting yourself with Mother Gaia. And if you can't physically do it, you can visualize doing it. There's different ways that you can do this. You can do like a grounding shower. You may not be able to go and have a shower if it's the middle of the day and you're out, but you can even just go outside and do this like meditation where you practice and visualize yourself getting grounded into the ground. And so I'll go into that. But grounding's really good because I don't know if you're like me, but I feel like I'm a little bit of a tornado sometimes, and so I get caught up in things going on around me, and then I'm like involved in this like little tornado, and I have to actually pull myself out and be aware, which it takes a lot of practice to do that, because unconsciously we just go with we want to be loved and accepted, and like part of a community, like connected. And so if everyone's talking or doing some things, we want to be a part of that. Sometimes being a part of that is not actually what feels good or aligned for us. So this is when we've got to come back to our body, ground ourselves, and be aware of how we're feeling. If we're feeling not so on that high vibe, we can't be high vibe all the time. I mean, some people might be, but we do go dips and ups and downs. It's just more awareness of when it comes in, and maybe who you are around at the time, and just having that awareness there so to protect your energy and be more aware when you're in those situations. So if you're anything like me, I don't really drink anymore because I sort of wasn't able to be aware of how I was feeling and what's happening in my body, and get into this more unconscious state of being. So that's one of the things that I've sort of changed in my life, and just also being around places that I know could get into a bit of a, maybe some people who have like very strong opinions about certain things. I will just try and not say too much if I can, unless I have a strong opinion about the matter, but I just try and stay out of it, because everyone has their own opinion. No one is right, no one is wrong. We're all just we all just have our own opinions about things. So if you can just be more observant and be intrigued and be like, oh, okay, that's interesting. You don't have to get involved in it so much. So anyway, that's enough from me, my spiel. I'm going to get into the meditation now, so stay tuned, and this is going to be a grounding meditation. I hope you find it helpful. This is something that I do, and a couple of grounding practices, like I said, is when you're in the shower, you can imagine your feet basically like this pole coming down from out of your feet, or basically your feet going down into the ground, into like the very middle of the earth, into the core of the earth. Sometimes you feel like an activation in your feet. That's a feeling that you want to be feeling when you're doing the meditation. And you're like, you've got like an anchor to the core of the earth, and that's like holding you there and really like grounding you and holding you, keeping you safe and secure. And then with the water, it can come up and like flush down anything off your body, and you're completely grounded in that time as well. So I'm going to go into the meditation now. So I want you to take 3 deep breaths, and we're going to go in, and then when we go out, you can sigh or say om, whatever you feel is good for you at the time. So in through the nose, out through the mouth, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Feel free to om, hum. In through the nose, and we can do one more om. Now that we've had our 3 deep breaths, you can go back to normal breathing. Make sure you're trying to breathe in through your stomach. And what you want to be doing is imagining, either if you're sitting or standing, preferably sitting, connect your feet with the ground if they're not already, and then you want to imagine 2 poles coming off your feet, going straight down into the middle of the earth, connecting to the core. You might feel a little bit of an activation through your feet. That's just saying that you're connected. And you want to feel this light coming up into your heart, connecting with your heart. Your body and your heart is now grounded. And you want to imagine this beam coming up through into your crown, and then back down into the ground again. You're completely grounded, you're completely safe, you belong. You want to imagine a white light coming out of your body, pushing out any negative energy, any negative thoughts, any unwanted feelings, pushing it out of your body and pushing it out into the magnetic force outside of you. And you want to imagine this light, white light all around you, a beaming white light of protection. This is protecting you for the day, and this will transmute anything that comes your way, any negative thoughts, any negative comments, any negativity at all. This is protecting you. and you know you're fully grounded and fully protected, I want you to say these mantras. I am safe. I belong. Others' energy and negativity doesn't affect me. I take back my power. I am strong. I'm here and I am safe. And I choose what I want to listen to today. And I just want to let you know that you are loved and you're protected. You can feel all the sensations in your body. You might feel a little bit of tingling. Breathe out anything that you need to release. Then you can come back into your body and open your eyes. And know that you are now protected and safe for the day. You can do this meditation in the morning and then in the evening to sort of shake off anything that you might have picked up in the day. And yes, know that this will help you just bring back your power into your body and know that you are the strongest entity in your world. So you don't have to worry about someone taking your energy or you taking on other people's energy if you just stay centered and grounded and know that you are strong and the most powerful person in your world. So I hope that helped you today. Leave a comment if you enjoyed that or any tips that you do to protect and ground yourself, and or any tips in general that may help others watching, of ways that you've found helpful when you are around situations or people that you notice your energy and vibration kind of shift, and what you've found helpful. So like always, love and believe. Lisa Cerise. Bye.